Hello, Gemini. How are you? So, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. Oh, Gemini. You know, I want to say, like, 99% of you are so sweet. And every time I get a comment about, you know what you need to do? Your room is a disaster, or that's an ugly bed behind you, or it's so echoey. It's always a Gemini. But I just giggle because I'm like a Gemini rising, a Gemini Venus, and then I have something else in Gemini. Like, you guys, so cute. It's such a Gemini way. So what we're doing, see, my Gemini mind is like, where are we going with this? So this week is a surprise. This is a surprise week in the readings for the month. So, surprise. What surprise shall it be? Oh, no, there's two up there. There's like this ladybug that lives in this room, but now she's found a friend, and there's two of them up there. Where the heck are they coming from? Sorry. It's like, oh, distracting. Two ladybugs watching me. They're not the good ones either. I think those are those, do they call them the Japanese ones? A Japanese ladybug or something like that? They're not the native ones to North America. I'm sure they're good ones where they're from, but they're not good here because, I don't know. They don't have a natural predator or something, so they're not good. Anyways, so the surprise this week is the clarity. We're going to get you some clarity, some surprising clarity about something. It's been coming through. It's been coming through. It was interesting. It was pretty much Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. There was no clarity until almost like the last card. I was like, oh, wow. And then Taurus did the complete opposite on me. It was so clear from the beginning, and then it got complicated as we went on. So let's see what it's going to be for Gemini. What is the surprising clarity? What are we going to talk about? What are we going to give Gemini surprising clarity in today? What are we going to give them surprising clarity in? Two cards. The Emperor, interesting, because the Emperor came out, well, when I was pre-shuffling for you, the Emperor, I can't remember what the other card was. So you got the Emperor and the Ace of Cups. Well, the Emperor is definitely that leadership energy. So perhaps you're in a situation, the Ace of Cups, maybe it's being offered to you, which is a brand new beginning. This is something brand new, but it's based in feelings and emotions and love. Perhaps this cup is being offered to you, or perhaps you would like to offer this cup to someone or to start it. Or maybe it's just something within you, taking leadership in your life and really doing that from a very emotional and feeling point within you. It's definitely about a leadership in something here with the Emperor energy. It is Aries. So let's find out what it's all about. Give us more information about this Ace of Cups for Gemini. More information about this Ace of Cups for Gemini. Ace of Cups for Gemini. More information about the Ace of Cups for Gemini. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Thank you for anyone said bless you. Oh yeah, it feels kind of stuck, huh? This Ace of Cups is a little bit stuck. The Four of Pentacles and the Prince of Pentacles. It's slow, all right. So slow that it maybe it's even going backwards. No, I don't think it's going backwards. This Prince of Cups, this Prince of Pentacles does come forward, but you know, he also has a lot to offer. I think it's very slow. It might be feeling like it's stagnated a little bit here with the Four of Pentacles beside it. But this Prince of Pentacles has a chariot full of golden eggs. Feels like it's a pretty golden opportunity for you. How many eggs have you guys been getting lately? I start to lose track. Oh my God, would you just do something already? Just do it. Just go. Go and offer the cup. Come on. Gemini, I don't want to do this anymore with you. Go and claim the eggs. Look at this thing is full of bloody eggs. Golden eggs. Good eggs. Three-dimensional eggs right here, right now. Things to be claimed, to hatch out. Wonderful opportunities to come through with this. But it's stuck with the Four of Pentacles. Oh yeah, you're not doing anything in the right order here. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5. Yeah. I just realized, look at that. Look at this, it's all, can you see it? Is it focusing? Come on, focus on the card. Don't focus on me, focus on, is it focus? See all those numbers in there? I don't know, maybe that represents something specific in the order that they're falling through, and I'm not aware of it, but what I'm getting from it right now is that it's not being done in the right order. It's not sequential. So you're not doing something in the right order here, almost like maybe you do need to back up a bit and get this in the right order. And I know if anyone's going to say it, Gemini's going to say it in the comments. What that actually means is that this and this. That's okay, it can mean that, but if I don't know the meaning, my spirit guides aren't going to give me the card to tell you what it is if I don't know the meaning. What I know this to be is these numbers are not in sequential order. Maybe it's one of those, what's that game people play? They sit on the toilet with that book with the numbers. Sudoku? Oh God. I can never do that. Like, why would anyone want to do that when you're on the toilet? I'm going to read a good book. I'm not a math mind, so anyways, I wouldn't like Sudoku. But yeah, something's not in the right order here. Something is not in the right order. Well, then let's get the clarity. What's not in the right order? What needs to be in the right order here? What's the first thing that we need to do? Gemini needs to do. Okay, well, you really need to embrace this new cycle. Wow, okay. This is a big new cycle. Are you ready for it? Because that's the first thing, is to embrace the cycle, to allow things to flow naturally, to almost, in a sense, to let the universe guide you. Let the universe guide you with this giant anaconda. Never fight the giant anaconda. That's what I've learned with that card. The giant anaconda, if you fight it, will just get tighter around you and make you feel more trapped and unable to move in the Four of Pentacles energy. So it's important to not fight with the giant anaconda. Use its movements to allow you to move. Okay, and now what? Then what do we do? Then what does Gemini do? Then what should Gemini do once they're allowing the universe to move them through this new cycle? That's better. The Knight of Wands. Go for it. Just freaking go for it, Gemini. Accept the cycle. When the timing seems right, do it. Be that Knight of Wands. Go for it. So the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands will wait for the right timing. I was just talking to this about, oh, it was with Aries. It was their little lesson. They will leap across the street real quick to go get what it is that they want. But the Knight of Wands will look both ways first, because they assess the, you know, what could possibly fail in this, balanced with the success in it. Is it worth the risk, right? It's a risk assessment. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a risk assessment. So, but if the risk is like pretty low for what the possible reward is, the Knight of Wands is going in pretty fast, pretty hard, pretty heavy. Going in for it. And it kind of tells me that some passion and desire needs to be brought forward here. The Prince of Pentacles might got some good stuff in that basket, but by the time this Ace of Cups comes, it's probably going to be cold and evaporated. So, the Emperor. Let's get information about the Emperor. Information about the Emperor card. Why is the Emperor here? Wow, he's got a lot to say. That's for sure. Wow. Ooh, the Emperor's been through some shit, huh? Whoa, Emperor wants some new beginnings. The Five of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. The Ten of Wands. Holy cow. Wow, we're going to find out who this is. Are you guys the Emperor? Is this who you want to bring the cup to? Like, that's intense. But there's hope here, because now they have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Holy cow. Those are probably three of the most brutal cards I've ever pulled out together like that. That is like really having been through one hell of a shitstorm. The Five of Pentacles is such a like out in the cold, depleted, kicked out of your home kind of energy. It's really, really like a hard energy. And the Three of Swords is just, your heart's been stabbed 3 times by 3 sharp horns, swords. The pain, the heartache, the sadness. Like, look at this too, this Three of Swords. Look at the, let me get rid of this kid. think of close and personal. Like, look at this. Focus. Look at, it's raining and lightning. It's just pouring. That is painful. Like tears, anguish. And the 10 of Wands is absolute defeat. I'm dropping all of these burdens. I cannot go on anymore. Wow, that's intense. But, you know, the 10 of Wands is good because it is that. And whoever this is, if this is you or your person, to follow up that with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles is pretty intense. That's impressive shit. That's impressive. That's impressive. I want to give a round of applause to whoever that is. To have gone through the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, hit the 10 of Wands and just like dropped it all and come out of it and said, you know what? I can do a new beginning. I can do a new beginning. I can find passion. I can find desire. I can be grounded. I can start something that's tangible and long lasting. I can do it. Like that's pretty good. That's like really, that's a salt of the earth kind of person to be able to come out of like that. Why am I going to use the other deck yet? Wow, what's the bottom of that? I haven't looked at the bottom of anybody's yet, but the Tower is at the bottom. What happened here, Gemini? Who is this? Okay, I'm going to go into the doggy deck now. My little doggy deck. The 5 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the doggy deck before I even start. All right, let's get more information. Well, we just heard about the Emperor. Yeah, we just heard about the Emperor. But look at that. They are an Emperor energy. If it's your energy, you're living in Emperor energy because you've been through hell and back and you're ready for a new beginning. And you got the wand out. Got their wand out. Okay, let's get more about the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, you got Fire Puppy and Sea Alpha Male, which is basically like the Page of Fire, the Page of Wands, and the King of Cups. Ooh, so this is supposed to be bringing you clarity. If this is your person, if this is your person, if the Emperor is your person, and it has field. I have to talk to my son about that. He puts ED on the end of all sorts of words that shouldn't have it. And then if I hear it enough times, I start doing it. And it's just, I start talking like an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old. So the Emperor energy here, if you're feeling this, like if you're feeling this Emperor, if this is you, you have the capacity to do this Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands, okay? I think this is the clarity here. You have the capacity to do it. You can do it. If you've dropped these 10 of Wands, you've been through the pain, if your heart has been broken, you've dropped the burdens, which means your arms are open to accept new things. You're ready to pick up a new wand. You're ready to pick up a pentacle and start fresh with something real, right? So, but if it's your person, it's the same thing. They're finally ready, I want to say. They're finally ready. But this is driven for them more by deep feelings. And maybe this is unexpected with the Emperor energy. You are driven by this more by deep feelings than perhaps you realize. Because the Fire Puppy is just the Page of Wands here. This is like, you know, it's new. It's the beginning of desires and passion. But the King of Cups, that's like, you can't go much deeper than that in feelings and emotions and love. You know, probably not, because it's a king. And they tend to control, you know, in the tarot, the kings are more about controlling. So they control their feelings. They control their desires and their passion. They control their intellect and what they express, you know, all those different things. So it's controlled. So it may not be showing up visibly to you or others, but it's definitely there. It's definitely there. I feel very much like that is kind of the clarity here, where if this Emperor is someone you're dealing with, there's very deep feelings there, really deep. I want to say that the feelings and the emotions that this Emperor is experiencing are probably stronger than any passion and desire that they have. They do have that too, but the feelings and the emotion is like way trumps it. And then if this is you, if the Emperor is you, I think perhaps if you look inside, you might realize that your feelings in this are much stronger than you've allowed yourself to believe. So let's pull some of the this bottom is the Ten of Wands. Let's pull some teeny tiny tarot on this King of Cups, the Sea Alpha male energy. This King of Cups, the Sea Alpha male energy. Oh, the Hanged Man and the Empress. So now we have the Emperor and the Empress in the same reading. Wow, yeah. Oh, this might be you. I don't know. See how it resonates. I just feel like turned upside down. It's almost as if you've met someone who's turned things upside down on you. Or they feel like you've turned things upside down on them. That is a very strong way this is going this week. I don't know if there's a lot of cross-watching that's coming in now, or it's just the way it is. Because I don't usually have that problem where I say, well, or it could be your person, or the energies are reversed or flipped, or, I know that's common in a lot of general readings, but I don't usually have that with general readings, and I'm really getting it this week. I think I've got it in almost, Taurus not so much, but all the other readings were like that, and yours is very strongly like that. Could be your energy or theirs that I seem to be receiving. Somebody's been turned right upside down here. It's like the Emperor has finally met his Empress. The Empress has finally met her Emperor. And I want to say that they're very passionate energies, the Empress and the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries energy, so it is fire, right? And there is fire here. This Knight of Wands, the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, and your little Page of Wands, your fire puppy. So typically there would be, you would think there would be more passion and desire in this, but their feelings, the feelings are what have it stuck. There we go. There's the clarity. It's the feelings that have this stuck. Perhaps at some point it was driven by desire, but in air, right? Because the bottom too is this Tower moment. I feel like that's the Tower moment. It's like the feelings and the emotions here are more than were anticipated. And that's what's got this stuck. The feelings and the emotions have this stuck. So, what do you do going forward, Gemini? Let's get you some advice now that we have the clarity that what has this stuck is the feelings and the emotions have this stuck. Let's get some advice for Gemini. Some advice for Gemini. How do we get this unstuck? How do they get this unstuck? Yeah, I'm not surprised. That always comes out when you're trying to ask people how to get stuff unstuck. Oh, okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Just work on the happy part. Work on the fun part. Just work on being happy and fun. It's so easy to say. And I don't mean like just in yourself, but in this situation. Just keep it light. Just keep it light. Because yeah, if you can imagine, I'm imagining like two people that are both like deeply in love, infatuated or whatever it is, and both just like, you know, almost need each person needing someone behind them kind of pushing them forward because they're just like, it's so cute. So just focus on having a good time. Just, yeah, don't make it so serious. It's almost as if the feelings and the emotions are so intense, it's made it so serious. The King of Wands is at the bottom. Boy, what are you dealing with here? Lots of fire, huh? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And particularly Aries with the Emperor coming out. There you go. If you wondered what had this stuck, it's the feelings. If you feel really strongly, like if you're like, oh my God, I think I've fallen in love with this person. They probably have too. And you're both thinking, oh, now what? What if they don't feel like I feel like? And then the overthinking comes in. Doesn't feel like too much overthinking though. We're not getting a lot of that. We're really not getting a lot of that. There you go, Gemini. Thank you. That was an interesting reading. And And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see what kind of comments I have from you guys this week. Somebody probably won't like that light. You know what? I should specifically go and get a special, because it's funny. It's like at the top of the window. It's an arch. So I'd have to go buy special window covering for that, because someone will be pissed off. But then I won't be able to look at my two pretty ladybugs. So deal with it. I'm not changing my shit. My place. I do what I want. But I hope you enjoyed it. Okay? Bye, guys. Have a good week. Be gentle with yourselves. Bye.